So Arsenal are just two wins away from the title, the Premier League title. Uh, Yesterday, Pep Guardiola became a West Ham fan, by crossing his hand and shouting, "Come on, ye Irons!" He was hoping that West Ham, since they're in relegation battle, they would do him a favor. You understand? They would do him a favor, and some things played out in this game. That 2024 Ortega save against Tottenham against Son, yes, against Son in Tottenham's match that eventually made sure Man City win the title. That same thing played out today. You understand? That same thing played out today. Matheus Fernandez was supposed to score, but he was trying to be too clever by trying to talk the ball into Raya's right hand corner, thinking that Raya would move to his left. He had his space on the left hand side to score that goal, but he didn't. However, that's why they are where they are. They're in the relegation battle. Arsenal will not make it to come out of the relegation battle. You have 35 other matches that you have played. You get, but it was a very sweet victory. It was a very sweet victory, and everybody today, except two fan base, Arsenal and Tottenham, every other fan base, including Chelsea and Manchester United, they were rooting for West Ham to win that game. You understand? They prefer West Ham escaping relegation to Arsenal winning the title. But shame don't catch all of now. Shame don't catch all of now. You don't see him now. I've been insisting for quite a while now that Arsenal will win the title through that Burnley match. That match is going to be played on Monday. That's the 37th game of the season, of the Premier League season. Now, the game or the title could be won. The title could be won on that fateful day, or after that day, because Man City will also play on Tuesday. They will play in Bournemouth on Tuesday. Here's the thing: if Man City fails to beat Crystal Palace on Wednesday, if Man City fails to beat Crystal Palace on Wednesday this week, they will remain 5 points behind Arsenal. Both of them would have played 36 games, so they will have 2 games left. Now, if Arsenal beats Burnley in that game, they are home and dry. You understand? Because Man City can only collect 6 points in their remaining 2 games, and if Arsenal wins that match, it will now be 8 points. You understand? So it's all but done. If that game ends in a draw, the same scenario: Arsenal beats Burnley, and the title is over. If Man City wins on Wednesday and reduce the gap to 2 points again, then Arsenal beats Burnley on Monday. You stretch it back to 5 points. Then it now depends on what Bournemouth decide to do against Manchester City, saying that Brentford will even overtake them before that particular game. If Brentford overtakes Bournemouth before that game, then Bournemouth will have to fight for the 3 points if they want to go to Champions League. Because from the look of things, the sixth team is the team that finishes sixth could qualify for the Champions League, especially if Aston Villa wins the Europa League. I don't think what's their name? Is it Freiburg, right? Freiburg. I don't think Freiburg is going to beat Aston Villa in the finals. I don't think Freiburg is going to beat Aston Villa in the finals. I stand to be corrected anyway. Now, this is the scenario right now. You understand? This is the scenario right now. Immediately, Arsenal scored. The entire world was very angry. Everybody was very angry. Why should Arsenal score? You understand? They prefer Arsenal's game to end in a draw, or for Arsenal to even lose the game to make it easy for their bride, which is Manchester City. Now, West Ham scored that goal, which happens to be a foul on Raya. The guy for Kukuma used rope, tie Raya neck, drag him for ground so that no go score. And everybody was angry. Why is the referee going to VAR? Why is the referee looking at the VAR? Why is he taking so long a time, 5 minutes, to look at this and that and that? This a goal, this and that. We are in my backyard. I was hearing people shouting, "Yeah, it's a goal. They should allow it. It's a goal. Make the alarm. Not go, not go." You understand? That shows how much people don't want Arsenal to win this title. But 22 years is a long wait. 22 years. is a long way. 2004, that's the last time Arsenal won the Premier League title when they played that Invincible. So I don't know if that is the invisibility that is making everybody to be angry, or something else, or just the noise that they are perceiving that everywhere will be polluted with noise. I don't know why they are like that. When Chelsea won the Champions League in 2021, there was noise everywhere. When Manchester United won their last EPL, there was noise everywhere. Even Man City, when Man City won the EPL, there were noise as well. You understand? There were noise. Even when Tottenham qualified for the final of Champions League that they eventually lost to Man City, there were noise everywhere. There were noise everywhere. Everybody were like making noise, but it's Arsenal. The celebration police are out. You understand? The celebration police are out. But this game suits me. It suits me for two things. It suits me for two things. Pep Guardiola is crying right now. Guardiola is crying right now because Arsenal won that game, and that's something that happened in 2024. This picture rather, that's something that happened in 2024. It also happened in this game. That Raya save is synonymous to that Ortega save in 2024 against Son. You understand? Then the other thing is that every other fan base, they are angry that Arsenal won the game, but it's all home and dry. The watchers, the bookmakers have said it before. If Arsenal wins this game, they are home and dry, they're going to win the league. And that is just it. That is just it. Leandro Trossard scored his first goal for the year 2026, and it proves to be a crucial goal. But I think this is when Arsenal wins the league. It's home and dry. So the title is coming home. I'm not mincing words. This title is Arsenal's. This title is Arsenal. 2026 is the year of the Arsenal. 1-0 to the Arsenal. See you in the next video.